Hello everyone, welcome back to Pharma E-Class. I am Priya Maurya from Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. So in our previous lecture, we have started a new topic, that is Indian regulatory requirements. In this particular, we have discussed the Indian Regulatory Authority, that is CDSCO. Apart from that, we have discussed the organizational chart or organizational structure, zonal offices, sub offices, port, airports, and the laboratories which is comes under the CDSCO. This all we have covered in our previous lecture. So in our today's lecture we are going to discuss the Central Licensing Authority and State Licensing Authority. So first one is Central Licensing Authority. So the main work of Central Licensing Authority is to approve the new drug and clinical trials in India, and they have to ban the drugs and cosmetic which are not of appropriate quality. They have to grant the test license and personnel license for the manufacturing units, and they have to generate the import registration, licensing and approval of blood banks, vaccines and medical devices in India. This is work of Central Licensing Authority. If we talk about State Licensing Authority, the work is almost similar, but this is on the basis of state. So the licensing of the manufacturing site for drug, including the API as well as the finished product, basically overall the pharmaceuticals, which include the API, dosage forms or the cosmetic products. It gives the approval of drug testing laboratories, monitoring of the quality of drug and cosmetic substances marketed in the country or particularly in that particular state, licensing of establishment for the sale and distribution of drugs. So in any at particular state, there is a drug inspector. For the drug inspector is allotted district wise, which is responsible for the establishment for sale and distribution, disturbance in the drug licensing. There he or she is responsible for the particular inspection process, and the state licensing authority is responsible for recall of the substandard substances from the market. Apart from that, if we talk about the drug approval process, so this is similar as we have covered in the US FDA approval process. So in this particular, if we talk about in terms of CDSCO, so the applicant company, they have to file an application of IND ultimately to the CDSCO headquarter. So before whenever the formulation and development done its work and prepared a successful formulation, then particular company have to file the IND application to the CDSCO headquarter. Then CDSCO examine the new the CDSCO examine the IND application which is filed by the applicant company or manufacturing company, and then they have to detail review by the IND committee. First, once the CDSCO get the IND application, they prepared an IND committee. They will ultimately review the particular application, and if it is found satisfactory, then ultimately the particular application is recommended to the Drug Controller General of India. Then Drug Controller General of India ultimately they might be approve or reject that particular application due to its on the basis of risk benefit assessment ratio. Apart from that, once the IND application is approved by the Drug Controller General of India, the clinical trials get started in the country. Upon completion of clinical trial, if all is going good and the drug or dosage form is proven as safe and effective, then the overall application, then the particular company have to file the ND application, that is new drug application, for the marketing purpose of that particular drug. Apart from that, the overall NDA and INDA, and the result of clinical trial is reviewed by the Drug Controller General of India, and ultimately if it is found satisfactory and all going good, then the license is granted to the particular manufacturing company. Along with this, when the applicant company filing the IND application, they have to also file application to the ethical committee. When the ethical committee approves, they report to the ethical each and every step of clinical trial. They have to report to the ethical committee. If the result got positive, the clinical trial conducted as well, the Drug Controller General may approve or grant the license, and they refuse to grant the license to the particular manufacturing unit. So this is about the drug approval process in India. So the clinical trials is regulated under Schedule Y. So Schedule Y of the Drug and Cosmetic Act explain the guidelines for the grant of permission for conducting the clinical trials in the India. So Schedule Y is basically meant for the clinical trials in India. So the protocol for such trials are examined by the Office of Drug Controller General of India before the permission is granted for the clinical trials. So Office of Drug Controller General of India also gave the permission for conducting the bioequivalence study where it is necessary. The registration of clinical trials has been made mandatory with the controlled clinical trials. The drug cosmetic rules are being amended to make the mandatory the registration of clinical research organization. So whenever any company wants to perform the clinical trials in India, they have to submit IND application to the drug control at the CDSCO headquarter. Ultimately, the Drug Controller General of India, after the review of whole application, will approve the clinical trials in India. So this is the drug approval process and how the clinical trials are approved in India. The next one is for cosmetics. So for the import of cosmetics in India, it is required to be registered with CDSCO by giving the application in form number 42. Basically, whenever we wants to import the cosmetics from any other country, we have to apply for the import. We have to apply by the form number 42 to obtain the registration certificate in form 43. So the manufactured person or manufactured unit, which is the authorized agent, can be the applicant for the issuance of the registration certification for the import of cosmetics into the India. The license will be granted within 6 months if all the documents is found appropriate. The license will be granted in 6 months. So this is about the pharmaceuticals and cosmetics. The third one is medical devices. So any instrument, apparatus, implement machine, appliances, implants, in vitro reagents used for the treatments are known as medical devices. The import, export, manufacturing of medical devices, which is regulated under the Drug and Cosmetic Act and rules. The risk-based classification of medical devices ranging from class A to class D. So the risk-based classification is class A is low risk materials that are for external use like thermometer, tongue depressor, etc. This have the low risk medical devices comes in class A. Low to moderate risk medical devices comes in class B, and they are suction equipments and hypodermic needles, which is used for injecting the insulins, that is called as hypodermic needles. So suction equipment and hypodermic needles are low to moderate risk and come in class B. The third one is class C, that is high to moderate risk, having the bone fixation plate, because this bone fixation plates are used in the orthopedic surgeries and have the high to moderate and classified in high to moderate risk. And the fourth one, that is class D, having a high risk of infection, that is the hard walls which are used in the bypass surgeries, and all these having the high risk under the categorized under the high risk. So this is all about the medical devices. So CDSCO have their online licensing portal named as Sugam. This particular online licensing portal of CDSCO is to file the applicant for various services like the application submission, processing and grant of permission for quick delivery of the services. There are various benefits. That means the applicant can apply online license under the import and registration division, trace the status of the application through online tracking record, answer back to the raised queries, and applicant can also upload the essential documents for the registration, import license and other relevant activities. So this all about the Sugam portal, which is prepared by the CDSCO. So various types of license we can apply through the Sugam portal or online portal, that are registration certificate. For that particular you have to fill the form 41 for the drug, medical devices and diagnostic kits. You also apply for the license, import license or export license. For this particular you have to fill the form 10, and for the test license and clinical trials you can get approval online by the online portal. So this is all about the CDSCO. Thank you so much.